What is up, YouTube? This is your boy Armaret, and I'm bringing you back some Call of Duty commentary. It's been a while since I've done one of these. If you've seen my channel, it's been a lot of Dead Space 3 Let's Plays, comic book and Walking Dead reviews, and coming soon, sneak peek, it's going to be Tomb Raider Let's Play. Hope you enjoyed. I'm really enjoying that game. But to the commentary at hand, I recently went through at my work a yearly review. And for those of you who don't quite know what a yearly review is, it's when they ask, at least in my company, 6 different people who work with you in all different facets of the company, pretty much what they think of your job over the past year. And they assess you on technical potential, how good are you at your job, your integrity and honesty, are you timely, do you work well in a team, communication skills, and leadership. So they assess you on these 6 skills, and they rank you from 0 to 4, with 0 being you should be fired immediately, and 4 being this imaginary, must walk on water to kind of achieve, and if you get 3s, that's pretty good, pretty much nobody gets 4s, and then they give you some comments, on how to better yourself. And as I'm going through this process, which I've been through for a couple of years now, every year it kind of, it humbles you, and it's something that I think is cool. It kind of takes you back to when you were a kid, and you get a report card, but those are almost a direct reflection of how much time and effort are you willing to put into it. Do you study, do your homework? While this is more along the lines of not just do your work, but how are you as a person, and how are you and your ability to interact with other people and get along with other people. So if you approach it in that dynamic, which is what I like to do, it gives you a barometer to how to better yourself. So when I got my 6, for technical competency, do I actually know what I'm doing? I actually got a 3.5, which is beyond what anybody else got, so I was ecstatic. For integrity and honesty, I hit the 3. For assisting others, I got the 3. For on time, I got the 3. And then the 2 that kind of struck me as kind of funny and off-putting was I got pretty much a 2.75. Yeah, believe it or not, you can actually get like point stuff in these in leadership, and a 2.5 in communication. And that just blew my mind, because in my world, I'm the person who steps up and does things and is a leader. But in all actuality, and this is really helping me to figure it out, and maybe it can help you guys. Being a leader isn't just the person who does all the work, and being a good leader isn't somebody who shoulders all of the responsibility. Sometimes being that good leader is the person who knows, how to delegate, who knows, when to say, this is my responsibility, don't worry, you won't have to take any blame for it. Somebody who comes up with the creative, innovative solutions, and then, goes after it even if not being asked. And it's somebody who takes the point, and that, is while it's easy to say, it's tough to do, because nobody wants to be the person to go out there and, put themselves out there on that ledge and to take that risk, especially when, if you make a mistake, potentially your job or your livelihood, hangs in the balance. But, sometimes that risk really pays off, and it's worth taking. And the other one, which really kind of made me laugh, because I do this whole YouTube thing, is communication. And it wasn't what I thought. The complaint wasn't so much that, my ability to talk to people wasn't strong, and my ability to communicate ideas and thoughts wasn't strong. As a matter of fact, one of my positives was ability to take complex, difficult, and hard to understand ideas and concepts and explain them in the most basic and simplistic of terms so that anybody could figure out. What the communication that they were referring to is the fact that sometimes I tend to do projects twice. So, I'll get a task that would be, get me, take these oranges and give me orange juice. So boom, I take them, squeeze, get orange juice, and I hand it back, and they'd say, oh, I wanted no pulp. Which initially, so then I go and I strain and get the pulp out and give it back to them. granted I don't work in an orange juice factory, stick with me people, is, you know, for me I just kind of never thought anything about it, you know, because I was doing double the work, but it was still on time and met the schedule. But the fact of the matter is that's not what the person wanted. And this is a skill that I cannot begin to express how important it is. You know, in any job you do, and especially, you know, in schools, and I should have learned this in college. Lord knows I did, and I've forgotten it. Is that whenever an assignment is given to you, you want to, you know, not only analyze what the task is at hand, but clarify what is the exact end product that the person, your consumer, is wanting. You know, so in one instance they say I'd like orange juice, you know, rather than just going off and just doing it, you know, ask them, you know, do you want some pulp? Do you want no pulp? Do you want it cold? Do you care if it's warm? You know, do you want ice in that glass with the juice? Do you just want it packaged and sealed, or do you want it chilled? You know, and the more specifics you can get, and the more you can dive down to the core of what they want, the better you can actually serve them as an individual and serve their needs, and the happier they'll be. And of course, in school, the better of a grade you'll get. And these two small, simple things which I had never thought about, you know, thanks to one of these reviews, it kind of opened my eyes, you know, to how to better myself. And I know this is a kind of a weird video to be putting on YouTube, considering it's, you know, my yearly review. But I was hoping that, you know, if I get it out there and I say, you know, sometimes, you know, the best way to better yourself is through not only self-reflection, but, you know, from asking somebody, you know, whether it be a trusted friend or a neighbor or a loved one or even a colleague or a boss, you know, how can I do my job better, or, you know, how can I better myself? You can get some great insight into how to produce better work and to be more effective and to be more efficient, and to not be afraid to do so. You know, and I'm fortunate in a situation that, you know, I get this opportunity every year, but it's something that I think even without it, I would go ahead and do. So, you know, every once in a while I have to drop on by, you know, and say hi and offer up a piece of advice based on something, you know, that's happened to me. So hopefully, you know, this was helpful to you guys. Let me know in the comments below on what you think. And as always, have a good day.